Last time we met up, right? I was talking about manipulation and all that other stuff. So during the weekend, I watched the movie Sucker Punch. And I always knew that it was a good movie. It was just the undertones, however, and the messaging. I mean, it's blatant to see, but after the we rewatch, right? It put a lot into perspective, that's for sure. Because the story goes, girl stepdad, took out the mother, boom, found the will. Oh, he wasn't in it. Everything goes to the two daughters. You know what I mean? But, it was the stepdad that killed, baby doll's sister and everything like that, and had her sent off to the ward. In which turn, he gets, well, respect. If anything, he should be able to get anything that's within that will that goes to them, because it's just like, well, I'm her guardian technically. So he most likely gained power of attorney over baby doll when he sent her in there. But basically, the message of the story was to continue fighting. Even if, the cards is down, the world is ablaze around you and everything like that, you still have to fight. You have all the tools that you need in order to succeed. You think that you aren't enough? You are. You think you're weak? You're not. You just have to make the choice and the option to continue fighting for what you want to achieve. And then also the most, the interesting part, right? The part that really got me is when she got to the end, because all the things that she needed in order to get up out of there, was written down. It was just the fifth thing was a mystery. However, the sensei said, the fifth thing requires a great sacrifice, but it ends with a perfect victory. Baby doll ended up sacrificing herself that way Sweet Pea could go ahead and get up out of there. Of course, if you have not watched the movie, I suggest you go watch that thing. Alright? Because basically how it goes is, however you go to proceed through your struggle and to go through your story, that's your perception. No one can tell you otherwise. Sometimes you gotta dress up your struggle in order to make it more appealing than what it really is. To make it so that you are able to navigate through whatever you need to get through in order to reach your purpose, to reach whatever goal you are looking to get to. But I have a story of my own, though. You see, because it starts off with a boy and a man. And the boy and the man live together. But older family members always told the boy, oh, you have to take care of your father. Make sure you watch your father. But at the time, the boy never really understood, well, why is everyone telling me to go ahead and look after my father, right? So years go on, you know what I mean? And it seems like, the father keeps getting into some shit over and over and over again. For whatever reason, the father begins to stop fighting. You know what I mean? And then it becomes a repetitive cycle of things aren't gonna change. Nothing's ever gonna work out, or, somewhere along those lines of just everything's pointless. Right? So in that point in the game, you'd figure anyone else would be like, well, if nothing's gonna change and everything seems hopeless, why don't you change your perception? Why don't you change how the narrative is written? You're the author of your own story. You can make this into a better story than what it already is. But that's what happens when you choose to put the pen down. You choose to give up the fight. You choose to let anything that you could possibly achieve that is within your grasp, you go ahead and you put down your weapons that you are supposed to use in order to continue your story and to continue your fight. You just let that all go. So what do you think happens? You give yourself up to the dark. You let yourself drown. You suffocate. What else do you have? You know what I mean? And that's why I say you have to continue fighting. You know what I mean? Discipline. Self-reflection. You know what I mean? You have to be able to be self-aware of what's going on around you and make the changes that are necessary in order for you to succeed, because no one's going to be able to do it for you except for yourself. Now granted, you know, there are a select few people that you do meet along the road within your story that could definitely help you and inspire you to reach greater heights. You know? But at the end of the day, you have to make that choice. You have to take that first step. Otherwise, you're gonna drown and you're gonna suffocate under the pressure. So with that said, I thank you for each and every one of you for stopping by and spending your time. You know, because I will continue to make these promos, you know, day by day, to make sure I stay with the upkeep of these video uploads, as well as to not let my own purpose and my own dreams and my own desires to deteriorate, because I refuse to suffer and drown in the dark. I refuse. Because even if these videos only helps like one person, that's perfectly fine for me. Because within this situation, I've already proclaimed it. I am your baby doll. My story is to help you achieve what you need to do. Because in a way, I am still fulfilling my purpose. I'm still fulfilling what I feel I need to do. So it doesn't matter to me if I only help one person, 2, 5, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 souls. To me, it doesn't matter how many people I help, as long as I am being helpful to somebody with these. Because on the flip side of that token, I'm also helping myself in a way. So, if these videos have been helpful, leave a like, leave a comment, or, just take my words, do whatever you gotta do. That's perfectly fine as well. But like I've said in the past, hopefully somewhere down the road, we meet, and we are both on a path to our purpose. We can somehow meet at a collision course and come together. We'd have a discussion about what we wish to achieve, and what we have achieved, and what we will continue to push towards within our future. This has been Rhapsody Starfire. Till next time, stay safe, stay golden, and shine bright, my stars.